As I look back, it was the saddest day of my life. I had just come in from work and he was on his way to work. At that time, I was teaching art in the evening in the city's after-school program. And I had bundled my kids up and we had gone to my job because I could take them with me. I had just arrived there, me and my children, And somebody came to me and said, "Miss Smith, I need to talk to you." And I said, right now I can't talk because I'm watching kids, do their artwork and stuff. So somebody else came up. And then I saw a policeman. Excuse me. So at that time, I said, "How terrible is it?" He said, "We can't say, but we need you to come to the Atlantic City emergency room." So I said, "Well, I'll take one of my kids with me." And that was my second son, Jerome. He said, "I'll go with you, Mom." So we went to the Atlantic City emergency room. One of the doctors there, I knew them, and he knew me from my church. And his name was Dr. Lee. And he said, "Miss Smith, come in the back. I want you to come in the back with us." I said, "Okay, I just want to see my husband. Let me go see him." He wanted to see me. We went in the back and we sat there for the longest. And I'm just asking everybody, "When can I see him? He needs me. I want to go back there." And he said, "Nobody wants to tell you. Your husband was killed in an auto accident." That was the turning point of my life.
My dad was truly a family man. I can recall him even braiding my hair. He was truly a hands-on man, and his family meant a lot to him. We lived at VAC for many years. When my dad passed away, we were living at VAC. My mother and father constantly talked about getting us out. We wanted to be there, but they made it very clear to us that they were going to do whatever they could to get us out of that project. My father did not live to see that day. Being the only girl, it always seemed like my brothers always looked up to me, depended on me, and being in third grade and having Michael in kindergarten, and with my mom struggling to accept what her life was going through, I felt the need to comfort Michael, always checking to make sure he's okay. Her friends, her family, it was Aunt Gladys from North Jersey, it was her sisters that were here from down south. They comforted her and they kept us away from her. Although we were in the same house, they kept us busy so we wouldn't worry about Mom. And whenever you asked, like, "Is Mommy gonna come out the room?" they would redirect our energy. And they stayed with her for a long time because it took Mom a while before she could get out that bed. As you can see, at my father's funeral, I was doodling on the program. 4 years after my father's death, I wrote a letter to him. "I wish you didn't die, Dad, because we all loved you. When you died, I said there'll never be a dad like you. I have to stop because I'm starting to cry. I love you, Daddy. Love your daughter."
So what they did, they needed somebody to identify the body. And I wasn't able to. So my son went back and he said, "Mom, it's Dad. He don't have a face." What happened, his face was split. He fainted, I fainted. It was a sad time.
He used to clean a courtroom back in the day on New York Avenue. And I used to beg him every weekend, Dad, can I go to work with you? And he finally let me start going to work with him. He would be in one section of the courthouse cleaning, and I would be in the offices where the secretaries would be going through all these drawers, searching for change and all of that. So that was something I used to always looking forward to. I remember seeing his body, and I just, even to this day, he just like he was asleep. Just look at how the whole event went down and how I was directly part of it, going to the hospital with my mom and then her getting the news at 11 years old, to be there to witness that. It did have a profound effect on me. I know it did. To this day, I don't drive.
I got involved in politics in 1992 when I ran for election for city councilwoman at large. I ran against a man that had been on city council for over 15 years in that position. So everybody was saying, oh, I don't know how you're going to make it through that. I said, I'm going to run and I'm going to win. And I won by a landslide victory. I had children that I loved and I cared for, and I didn't put myself in a position for them to have to worry about me. Based on my experience, you have to make yourself think and know this too shall pass.